What's going on, y'all? You know what it is. This is the Simply Marvelous live show. I am your host, Anton, and we are here to talk about She-Hulk. As usual, I am joined with my lovely co-host, the 8th day of the week, Taylor Day. What's happening?
No Terrell Davis.
Hey. Okay.
You know what I mean? Nah. You're like the secret seasoning we always be wanting on the show because your perspective is you got the fresh perspective. Look, these guys right here, we almost like twins when it comes to this type talk. Except for Bruce, he want to slip a mick on us every now and then.
Right.
Blade. He said,
Blade.
I stand on it. Oh man, we are joined with our other host, Black as Thought, aka Bruce the Nightmare. Of course,
what's happening,
my boy?
I'm all right, man. I'm good, man. Peace to y'all. Thanks for the invite again. Shalom. What's happening, everybody?
What's good? What's good? The Valvoline Thought. Something the blackest of the the blackest of the thought.
And of course, you know who that is right there. You say Killmonger's last flower.
Last flower, the very last one. I scooped it. It was copped. The one that was halfway burnt. You know what I'm saying?
So you was like,
Say you and Bucky. Yeah,
Bucky's like, hey, bro, come on through.
That's Jamar, of course, out of the Fresh Out podcast.
Yeah,
indeed. And you know what we're here to talk about. She-Hulk premiered this Thursday night. I'm itching to hear everybody's thoughts. Me and Taylor Day, we did a reaction to it. If you haven't gone and watched it, go ahead and do that.
Peep it.
After this video, go ahead and check that out. We appreciate everybody who did watch that, and we got a couple new subscribers, so I appreciate those for actually giving me some likes and some subscribes. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm itching to jump into this because I'm very excited after watching She-Hulk. Has anybody watched it more than once?
I haven't.
Yeah,
I've only watched it one time. You did?
I just watched it with the family.
Okay.
The kids see it. So yeah, I watched it just maybe 20 minutes ago.
Okay, bet. Yeah, I've watched it 3 times now. I watched it twice by myself. Well, once with Taylor, once by myself, and then I watched it with wifey this morning. So
okay,
it's good.
Okay,
it's good.
Look at Anton going in.
I like it.
In
man.
there.
Indeed.
Getting those views.
But before we go ahead and hop into that, we're going to talk about something else that came across the ticker the last couple of days that intrigued me because I think it's something we all been kind of hoping. Maybe not exactly how they're talking about this, but Henry Cavill coming to the MCU, possibly as Hyperion, who is basically Marvel's version of Superman. Yeah. Yeah, it's very petty. No lie, it's very
super petty. Super petty.
It's very petty, but
a lot of subliminal in there,
man. And they're saying that he possibly will appear first in Loki season 2, which gives me I'm not big into Loki. I mean, it was cool. It was fine, but this will have me like, okay, we're gonna get more Kang, and we might get Hyperion. Okay. Now I'm on board. Bruce, how'd you feel if you heard about that before or just now hearing it? How do you feel about that news?
Yeah, I heard about it about 2-3 days ago.
Okay.
Bruce hates it.
Nah, go in, Bruce.
Go in.
It's really just hard to say. I mean, it's like we couldn't get let's say I had a twin, I couldn't make it, but you dropped my twin here. You know what I mean? Sever instead of having a red shirt on, he got a blue. You know what I mean?
He got Riley on the joint. He got the blue Riley.
You got that You got the Equate version, that off-brand at Walmart. I mean, I'm cool. I mean, it is what it is. But to me, it would have been like, dude, you the same what Chris Rock said like a couple years ago in a stand-up. He was talking about rappers, and he was like, "How can you call Ludacris a good rapper? The man played himself." Oh boy's a good actor though. He's a good actor, but I heard somebody say, "What about him being Mr. Fantastic?" Now something like that would make more sense than, you know what I'm saying, instead of
I wouldn't want to see it.
You wouldn't want to see it?
I wouldn't want to see him.
I don't know.
He don't have
want him
Mr.
to
Fantastic swag though, for me. That's just me personally speaking.
I just don't want to see the same, you the same guy in a different universe. He's gonna have a cape on. Like I said, it's still quite like, bro, you asked for sugar, but they gave you sweet and low. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man.
It's the crazy. Jordans where Jordan is on the back of the shoe like this.
Like, he on the cross.
I got Jordan nailed on the cross on the back of the shoe.
I don't know. I mean, it's funny to me. Not saying I dislike it. I'm gonna peep it, but I don't think it should be the same thing, man. You don't get, if they was to redo, I don't know, man. It's find somebody else for him, not the same exact, pretty much the same character from a different universe. You know what I mean? He gonna be, because the people that don't know, they're gonna. I don't know if y'all can think back. This ain't MCU, but did y'all ever see the Kick-Ass movie?
Yeah.
Way back.
Okay,
yeah.
So when Big Daddy, how they did his suit different. I remember people that was telling me like, Bruce, why was Batman in Kick-Ass? So because his suit looked at Batmanish. So if they don't, for them ones who they don't have to see the S on the chest, the thing is Superman. They're gonna be watching something in the MCU thinking, damn, a Kryptonian is really in it. I don't know.
Probably. Yeah, there are those fans out there.
He went there, but yeah,
they won't be able to distinguish it though.
Yeah,
my bad, man. I wasn't even.
No.
I wasn't even thinking,
bro. No, it's all good.
I like dude. I like him as an actor, so it's not that. I just think it would be better if they picked someone else for him. Different.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Two things before I throw it to you, Taylor, on that. Another thing that's interesting about it is we already have Icarus too. Icarus was a Superman ripoff also.
Yes.
And at the same time, the MCU does sometimes go out of their way to change things just so they don't appear to be exactly like the source material per se, like Kamala Khan. Like they changed her up so she wouldn't look like Mr. Fantastic because he's coming soon. So
right.
I don't know if it's going to be carbon copy of Superman, though in the comics or the cartoon that I watched him in, Superman. He did the exact same thing as Superman.
Still quick version.
Version. It is. It's like trying to put Action Bronson in Wu-Tang. Like that's not Ghostface. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Action Bronson.
Ghostface 6 so we brought action.
That's what I'm saying. He's that dude, but you can't put Action Bronson in Wu-Tang. Right. It's not the same. You know what I'm saying?
Funny.
Taylor, do you have thoughts on that?
Yeah, I agree with Bruce. I'm not gonna lie, I agree with Bruce. Like Bruce I probably don't want to see him in the same kind of role in the MCU. And I don't know if this would have been similar too, but I probably would have preferred him to number one, I want to see him in a villain role rather than another hero. He would be a dynamic villain. We've already seen him in the Mission Impossible movie and he was killing it. So it's like, why aren't you casting him as like a villain, a good, like long-standing villain in the MCU? And then number two, I probably would rather seen him as Hercules versus Hyperion.
That would have been solid.
And that could have been, and it would have been more like you could have taken that to a more dynamic place than probably what will happen with Brett Goldstein. Not that I'm judging his performance because again, he gave us all of 3 seconds, but like just to see like Chris Hemsworth versus Henry Cavill, come on, like that's like I want to see that.
Right.
I want to see that. But
I ain't mad at that. Yeah.
That's me.
Hey, Bruce, do you know? Did Hyperion become a villain at some point in the comics?
I wouldn't be able to even tell you. You know what I'm saying 100%. I mean, the main thing I know about him is he's, the university Superman. So,
like
you know
every time we come back around, you are dissing this man in a different way.
Man, you pretty much gave him the diamond cutter. That was a diamond cutter right there.
I'm just expecting you to start talking about his mama next.
Man,
right. Like he was actually born out of metachlorine. He's not even a real man.
He was born. It's off-brand. It's off-brand. Kryptonian. It ain't even quite kryptonite. It's
right.
It's crazy. Bruce's head on though. Like
he's born to Murray's. He's like Murray's grease, wave grease.
I think they make no secret that he is the carbon copy of Superman too. That's what's funny. So
yeah,
I don't know.
Petty was a great word to put it.
Yeah, what's your thoughts on it, real quick, Jamar?
Nah, like Bruce basically put a bow on it. I mean, that carbon copy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like name your flavor of do-rag if you wear the red, the blue. I mean, that's basically what this is. It's the Kool-Aid pack. I don't understand why it's not that serious. To me, at least. Like, we don't need him here. But I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, Disney wants to smash the competition. Like, why not pull one of your big men, pause, and throw in the MCU and let him flex on one of their. I get it from a business move. It's just as a fan, it just makes literally no sense. Like it's. I love Petty, I really do. I don't like this level of Petty though. Like they don't do anything for me. Like if they made him a villain, it'd be great. Be great.
That villain idea is dope. That villain idea is dope.
But to bring, like you said, Superman, the ramen noodle Superman to the MCU, nah, man.
I wish I was keeping track. of what versions of Superman y'all keep saying. We got the ramen noodle version. We got the Equate version.
It's just gonna be a
10-cent pack.
Like the different ways y'all are dissing this man.
Hey, what was them? What's them off-brand Pop-Tarts called?
Tarts.
The off-brand pop.
Them pastry treats, ain't they?
Something like that.
Yeah.
The frosting just extra thick on them boys. This ain't quite it. This ain't quite it.
When you get them, when them stamps come in, you know that's what Cass is loading up on. Is them pastry boys.
You ask your wife for White.
They all taste the same.
Them
you
and
ask for White Castle,
the fake Fruit Loops.
You ask for White Castle, but you get Crystal.
Fruitios.
Right.
You ask for you get Crystal. Nah, bro.
Yeah. Crystal definitely that fake Castle. I agree. Yeah, I need the real deal. I need the White Castle. I need the Harold.
If I'm rocking with it.
Well, the consensus here is we don't want Henry Cavill as Hyperion on this show.
He can come to the MCU, but not as that.
Yeah. If Marvel does what they normally do, we'll see. I guess. Like I said, they usually try to change things and make it look a little different. It might be more Hyperion in name instead of power set and everything. Who knows? The look might be. Just never know what they're going to do. So we'll see. We'll see. As of now, it's not confirmed anyways. They're just kind of rumors being spread, but they are being spread by all the major, YouTube Marvel influencers. So we'll see.
If they watch Simply Marvelous, they will know. Y'all better not do that.
Can I just remind everyone though? Okay, we know Justice League was a trash movie. Like, don't need to recap that. It was absolute trash. But I just want to point to one scene that further proves that he would be an excellent villain. Remember when he came back and was like not himself yet, and then the Flash was coming around, and he came cut his eyes
he watched him.
That was his audition piece for an MCU villain, and I don't know why we didn't jump on that faster. That's all I had to say.
Good point.
That was the best part.
Cut that check, Feige.
Cut
that check.
Cut that check.
Right.
I'm really trying to think now, since you brought that up, like who would be a good villain for him? Because he's kind of got that clean cut look, along with some, he's got some size to him. I'm really trying to think of who.
He got the.
He probably would have been a better Icarus, to be quite honest. But then again, that's more.
But I guess Sebastian Stan got that too, I guess. They all got their superhero chin.
What do you think?
You got that Stan Smith from American Dad.
That Mr. Incredible chin. They all got
big boy.
just glad you ain't no boxer.
Isn't Mr. Sinister? Ain't he like a clean cut? Though he's like a different color, but he's a clean cut, like slick back.
Good point.
Yeah. Stuff like that. Yeah. That could be thorough right there. I feel like I seen somebody. Next time I get on my phone, I believe somebody has been rumored to be Mr. Sinister already, though. I'm gonna look that up as we keep moving. But
what if they made him Mephisto?
Hey, you know how hard.
Technically, Mephisto had the slick back too, though. For real.
He would be a great Mephisto. He would be a great Mephisto because he would be a fine Mephisto. But the thing is, they can't. Remember, China and the devil,
I can't co-sign that. But I mean,
describe it as that.
we ain't gonna go into detail.
He's a stand-up fella.
I know, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, imagine that. After all this time, these years of hearing Mephisto, the ultimate reveal would be Henry Cavill.
It's Henry Cavill.
Stop it.
That would be crazy.
There'd be a lot of egg on people's faces if that happened. You know what I'm saying? There'd be a lot of egg.
I'm gonna copyright that.
Copyright that one and send a bag on over to Simply.
We over here giving y'all genius script material.
Dropping gems on them.
You know what I mean?
Word up.
All right, y'all. All right, so let's get to the. Oh, go ahead.
I really feel like I just feel like I know Vaseline that idea, and that wasn't the goal. You know what I'm saying? I really didn't want to hit him up, but it just came out. But
man,
we can move.
Man.
We're from no Vaseline to hit him up. Too.
Well, two of the most vicious diss tracks too.
All right, y'all. So we are here to talk about Miss She-Hulk. Her premiere on Thursday. Once again, I've watched it a few times. Who else said it? Bruce. Everybody else watched it once. We're gonna give just our overall first impressions of She-Hulk. I guess I'll go first just to get it out the way. I guess gauging it against my previous, how I thought the show would go, I was pretty happy with it. Got a lot of Bruce and Jennifer interaction. The small piece of action that we got was very good, even though they fight like cousins do, but it was beautiful. A lot of interesting Easter eggs sprinkled throughout there, and the CGI wasn't bad. So it gave me everything I needed to be in the very first impression. Bruce, I'll let you go. No, matter of fact, Jamar, we're going to go. Tell me what you thought on your very first impressions, my boy.
Nah, I mean, pretty much the same, man. Just to kind of piggyback off what you said, I was pleased. I was very happy with the character herself. Like, I felt that she was perfect for that role. I don't think anybody else, in my opinion, could have played that role as good as what we have right now, man. So she's killing it. Like you said, the whole cousin vibe, you know what I'm saying? The agree to disagree cousin angle, man, I'm feeling too. There's a lot of like sitcom level comedy in this one, which I'm digging too. So Marvel got one on their hand, man. I'm actually happy that the MCU kind of put this out, because usually like they kind of start out a little slow, but I felt like they really did develop character great. Like with this one, like I already feel like I know what type of person like She-Hulk is now, like from mental on down. Like I know what she's about now, which is good. So we can kind of get that out the way now,
right?
And get into
straight to story.
Casket and Body, which is what we want, which is what we want to see. So
Casket and Body.
But that's pretty much how I felt about it, though.
No doubt. Taylor Day, I want you to go next. I want to hear Bruce's last because he's invested in one character a lot. So I'm gonna let him get the floor. TD.
I also liked it a lot more than I thought I would. Like based on the previews that we've seen so far, the trailers. Again, wasn't impressed with the CGI initially, but when we watched it, if y'all go over and watch our reaction,
Right.
I was like, okay.
No, the CGI was
okay. The CGI was like pretty solid, right? It was like solid. It really caught me off guard. Again, I'm an MCU stan. I haven't done a lot of comics, so I don't know if that's a comic thing that we're her breaking the fourth wall. I was surprised by that. I was like, oh, are we here now in our MCU journey where we're breaking the fourth wall and we're going to make this a workplace comedy? Like, is this where we are? But I enjoyed that too. And yeah, they definitely have like more so than a cousin bond. They had like a sibling bond. Like them fighting was like brother and sister. Like they were duking. They were duking. And so yeah, I just really love it. You know what? All the haters need to calm down. Like, calm down.
I ain't seen too much hate either on it, which is crazy.
I've heard. Okay, I'm gonna actually reference a friend. Shout out to @KingRyro. He does some videos on TikTok, and so he reached out to me. On, son. I know. I've tried, but he reached out and said that he hated the CGI still. He said that she looks like a GTA character, and that she moved the same way a video game would, and Hulk's mouth didn't match his words. But in defense of Mark Ruffalo, that's literally how his face looks in real life. It just is what it is. I don't know. But they like the concept, and Bruce is a 10 out of 10. So that's where we are.
Bruce is a 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
what you just said.
that's what my friend agreed.
Wow,
shut up.
They threw a lot of darts at the dartboard at that one.
Yeah,
I like that. All right, Bruce, how'd you feel just on the initial impressions of She-Hulk?
I think it was entertaining, man. Anytime, guy.
No, we good.
Okay. I thought it was entertaining. I thought the CGI was cool. There's a couple things in there that I thought that she looked but it's not enough, you know what I'm saying, for me to say all kind of bad things, throw tomato cans and nothing that. But I mean, and then again, I go into it knowing that it's a movie, though. You know what I'm saying? I think some of these people don't think of it as a TV show, whatever you want to call it. They don't think of it that way. This is like my life doesn't depend on it. I'm gonna still have to take care of kids when She-Hulk goes off of TV. So I can't take it that serious. I didn't think they overdid it with the wit. You know what I mean? I was shocked. I was shocked at not that I mind, but I was shocked at the cussing. I really didn't think they was going to be cussing quite like that.
They are,
yeah. That's why I had to check the rating. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Is this PG-13?
It's a new Disney Plus.
Yeah, right. That new Disney Plus.
Disney Plus.
I thought it was cool, man. I'm interested. The end with the villain, how they did that. I wish they would have worked up to that a little bit more.
Yeah.
It'd be cool if they would have showed a little more evidence between her relationship and Bruce's before it just went straight into that. Because you know what I'm saying, you really didn't hear nothing mentioned about any family in the past. That's minor stuff. And like I said, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. But then again, it kind of made her own individual because it just seemed like it still was slightly that one-upping. You know what I mean? When they was doing the thunderclap, the clap, you know what I mean? It didn't work at first, and then now he can't even take it no more. Like I said, it's just, I don't know. They to me, it did come off real like a little bit of that. She's the better version, but hey, it is.
Yeah,
what
I mean,
well,
we knew they were gonna do that though.
Right.
I don't think she's the better version, though.
I don't think she is either.
I don't think. Well, I should say I think they made her harder. Like when I say hard, I'm talking about more goony. She's got more goon blood in her. I feel like as a Hulk character.
How so? Like, give me an example.
I mean, she wasn't really scared to like flex. Like she, I feel like in training, like she's just harder at it. Like she don't like have fear, really. She's just kind of going in like, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That's what she's doing. Like, I feel like she naturally, I think mentally, maybe it's a mental thing. I just feel like she has more, I'm ready to get this, I'm ready to go ham on somebody type mentality. That's how I perceived it.
I mean,
that's
Bruce
how
was
I
a broken
see it.
character anyways.
Exactly. He was always a reluctant character. He never wanted to be the Hulk. That's why he like completely manifested a whole different separate personality. It's that he was always suppressing his rage, where she's like, look, it is what it is. I'm embracing it.
She's
That
embracing
doesn't make
her,
stronger or better than Bruce. It's just
not saying she's stronger. I just feel like
manifested. Yeah.
When I think of the thug quality, I feel like she has more thug. She can get thug life tattooed on her.
She'll do it. She doesn't have as much hesitation as he does.
Exactly. Like, she'll go ahead and just do it.
I hear that.
You know,
don't get caught. Don't want her to don't get caught in the alley with her.
Right. Facts. But yeah, I think Bruce. I think if you're watching it and you've known who Hulk is, it's clear that he's not going all out on her when they're fighting.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You've seen the rock throw. The rock throw. He did one of these. It was like a little free throw. She did her whole, and then he was like, "Oh, for real." He threw the rock into the atmosphere. He threw it into the atmosphere. Yeah. The first thing that Taylor said was, "That thing got to come down somewhere. Where's it
somewhere?"
Yeah. They might have hit that dead eternal in the sea.
Would have been a real credit scene. That would have been a real credit scene if it would. Oh, that was
right. I almost woke him up. You know what I'm saying?
Explain itself.
Can we go back? And talk about how Bruce, instead of saying throwing tomatoes, he said whole tomato can.
Yeah,
like, I'm not throwing tomato cans or anything.
That's savage right there. You hit somebody with a tomato can from distance with some force behind it.
That's a salt charge.
That's what we've been learning in school, talking about force, the force of gravity. You hit somebody with a tomato can with enough force, Hulk style, it's over for him. It might be a dirt nap for somebody like that.
All right. Well, we can get into spoiler talks now on different things because, hopefully if you clicked on this, you've already seen it.
Yeah. So, if you ain't seen it yet, you might want to go ahead and disconnect, come back tomorrow sometime.
Absolutely.
And if you haven't seen it, hopefully this encourages you to go watch it.
Right.
Fact.
Yeah.
It's definitely interesting. We got to see a lot of things that we've wondered about and some things that were surprises in here. I got a question for everybody. The Sicarian ship that they saw before they crashed.
Yeah, before they crashed.
I know Bruce addressed it as, they're probably here to send a message or of something of that nature. Does anybody have an idea what message they possibly could be sending? Are they here to say, you were our champion and you need to come back and pay your debts or whatever you owe us something, or we got a new champion we need you to take care of, or as it might be something as big as Hulk, you might have a kid out in this piece. Can you come see your children?
Oh Lord!
It's real you went there with it.
I mean, he do got kids, don't he?
Yeah,
he do, but you went full baby daddy with it.
Yeah, his son's named after the Scar. That's his son's name. Scar.
Anton said we serving papers, bro. Like about 3 years and back due child support. We pulling up.
Hospital calls.
Yeah. Does anybody? Is that what you think it is? Is it the child? What do you think, Bruce? Do you have an idea?
To see that it showed up, to mention it the way he did, but then it was just ghost. They didn't do nothing else about it.
Right.
It's hard for me to say until see episode 2 or 3 or whatever. To me, I thought maybe that was the one Easter egg that we might be getting for World Hulk, since they talk about they're gonna move forward with that. So that might be the one thing to kind of just sprinkle in there. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where he got sent to and was body and everything. Came back from there. Because I mean, they didn't show no sound. They didn't show no footsteps, no fingerprint, nothing. It was just so. To me, I mean, they back for something. I mean, they probably want to put him up against somebody. To me, that'll make more sense to me if they got a new champion and we need you to come and, you know what I mean, see, you know, that's about the one that makes the most sense to me. But I think it's the main hint towards a possible World War Hulk flick.
It's possible. It's possible. Yeah. Also, he did say when he was talking to Jennifer, once they see you as a Hulk and see you as the monster that never goes away, and you know that's how he got shipped off of Earth in the first place. The Illuminati was like, "You're just too big of a threat. We need you to get out of here." So,
that's real, here, big dog.
That's real stuff, though. Taylor, did you have any ideas?
I've been trying to rack my brain. Maybe a Secret Wars thing, which I
thought about that too.
Maybe we'll see, but I still want to hold on to the idea that like She-Hulk was supposed to come out before Thor: Love and Thunder, and that it was supposed to tie into that somehow, but maybe not. I don't know. Since Jeff Goldblum was originally supposed to be in Thor: Love and Thunder, and they cut scenes supposedly.
They did cut him. Yeah,
but I don't know. It's like it seems so random, but it's like okay, at what other point can
it's got a purpose
really
though?
Come in? Yeah, it has to have a purpose. That's too random.
Very random.
And it came in so early. You know what I'm saying? So they really want you to remember that. Like take a picture of that in your brain.
Right, unless it's like secret invasion related. Couldn't be Dr. Doom because Dr. Doom is just Earth, right? Or is he like intergalactic?
Yeah, I mean,
he does.
He's Earth, but he did shift intergalactic too. He wanted to take over everything at one point.
Who was the Grandmaster siblings again?
Well, he's a celestial, so
yeah, I'm trying to think of the actual names of those celestials, though.
Like it could connect eventually, because again, how could you bring them back in? Like what? But yeah. Anyway, I got nothing. What y'all
not Tiamat. I know it's not Tiamat.
Nah, you definitely ain't Tiamat. You're cold as ice.
Right. It's a done deal for him. I do think it was a message though, to be sent. Really, almost like a beacon, like, hey,
what?
We watching. Like we'll pull up too if need be. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think it was now. But to your point, Taylor, I can see it being something also to signal something in Secret Wars potentially. So we'll see though. I mean, it's a great question to ask. We'll see.
We'll see. Do you guys think this is the only appearance that Bruce will make in the show? Or do you think he's coming back?
Nah, I think he'll be in like a few episodes. Maybe not every single one of them, but yeah, I think he's gonna be an integral part of the series, I believe.
Okay. Hey, I don't know. I hope he is. That's what's gonna make the show golden for the most part. Yeah, their relationship just worked perfectly. It really
when that ship came, I feel like that stamped Hulk to be in this for a little bit.
I hope so, because he did have to investigate.
He can't just dip. Yeah, he can't dip.
Nah, he'll be in there more.
Right. I think during our prediction show, I did ask that they do an actual Hulk scene where he really hulks out and smashes some things.
That's what we hope.
You know what I mean? So
I hope he lets him hang on somebody.
Ain't nothing hard.
I need to see that Loki style beat down.
Yeah. Call in Mexico, man. This ain't
puny. I need the puny body end of somebody.
Oh man. I'm trying to think of what else was going on. I guess somebody alluded to it earlier, the weird ending as far as Titania busting through the wall like Kool-Aid and all that.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? That's how she came through the door, right?
She did come through like Juggernaut.
Juggernaut came in like the Kool-Aid man.
She came in. It was very weird timing. It was just the timing was completely weird. She has been announced as the villain of the show a very long time ago. So she's really going to be around, it seems like, for the entire show, whether it's through a court case or however that works. Titania is actually a Doom Easter egg, though. And I hope they pull that string a little more, because Doom is in the comics is the one who actually gave her powers. to join his supervillain team. So I'm hoping, just another Easter egg. Might get one in Wakanda Forever. Doom here and Doom there. So I think they're planting those seeds with her. Do you have any ideas possibly what the heck Titania is doing here though, besides looking tacky in a mug? Taylor, you got anything for us?
I have no idea. She was awful.
Yeah, she was bad in the back.
Yeah, she got a little Thundercat swag to her. I was like, she got a little Shatara going.
She was straight off a Jerry Springer episode. How she was looking.
Yeah, man. Like she hit the glass joint a couple of times. But she kept out there.
You don't know what I'm going through.
She had to tap the glass one.
You said she got a meth habit? Is that what you just said, man?
There might be an origin. There might be an origin that we don't know. It all comes out.
Yeah,
she hit the Muncie. She hit that Ball State.
Or she was connected. She was connected to Walter White.
You said she hit that Ball State?
She hit the Muncie one good time.
Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah,
not the Ball State.
Hit the glass. Shout out to Ball State.
Oh man, Pat funny Ball State. I didn't know it was like that.
Absolutely, man.
We didn't go to that party.
Ooh, that one we barely dodged that one party where it was an issue. So glad. Salute to them folks that was involved in that too. We ain't gonna go there on this show, but that was a.
Was I there? I'm trying to
think we was there. Yeah, we was there. We was fortunate to dodge dodge that event.
Oh, hold on. Is that? No, I'm thinking of I-State. I was about to go with the pepper spray story. That's what I was thinking.
Anton almost got bodied there.
Almost out there.
Man, we was minding our business.
Out there.
Got hit with the pepper spray.
I found out that day what Anton's X-Men power was. Like he bounced back real quick from pepper spray. Facts. Hopped in the car. By the time we got man swole up, and then it was just like,
yeah, it was good.
It was like he didn't need the milk. He was just like, nah, I'm good.
I was so hot, man.
I don't need the milk.
Like,
take it off.
Right.
Real quick.
Take it off.
Did a little home action. I was like, I'm good.
For real, that's what I mean. Turned around and he was like this. We jumped in the car, made a stop, got out the car, and he was just right back to normal.
Oh
like,
man,
I ain't mad at you. You might want to sell it. Whatever you got, you might want to.
Listen, don't be out past midnight watching folks fight in the street. You might get hit.
That's why they always say nothing good happens after midnight. If you're out in the street.
Sitting on the side like,
man, he was right there though.
We were so there.
Yeah, it was spectators that ended up catching it.
Like this man, get in the car. Anton all swole.
So somebody basically like, oh, you want some Miss too?
Bruh, I don't know where it came from. I just got hit in the eye. All I can say is I couldn't see. I magically found these folks, and they took me to the car, and we escaped. I don't know how it happened, bro. Man. I just know I wasn't doing nothing except watching folks fight in the street. That's all.
He said he went from Ray Charles to 2020 real quick.
What?
In a quick car ride, bro.
Quick,
got that touched by an angel. That's
exactly
what. Nothing but the Lord.
Fact.
I needed my sight that day.
Right. You might have to salute to him before you go to bed at night.
Anton's the cure for COVID. Anton's the cure for COVID.
Get that man's blood, please.
Take some of that Bruce Banner without the inhibitor on.
Put a little bit at him. A little bit at him.
He might really be Blade. He might really have what we need.
Get them tats on the back of your head.
I'm trying to think. We
can
go off the rails quick, y'all. That's how we get down, though. Me and Taylor do the same thing. how did we get here?
It happens, man. Sometimes you chopping it up.
Attention deficit.
That's what happens.
But okay, so still in spoiler talks. Anything else that happened of note in their show that I'm trying to think of that might have? Well, I guess we'll talk about. Oh, go ahead real quick.
No, I just want to say again how I understand the limitations of CGI, but my biggest beef is that when she turns into the Hulk, her curls just like disappear. And I'm glad you
like
said
instantly. Like that didn't happen like that for Bruce. You know what I'm saying? He still
have two different effects. They have two different effects if you notice.
But I know that's a money issue. That was a money and a time issue for them not to like go in individually with each hair and make it like, you know. That's my opinion. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong, and they're just racist. But I mean, like, you know, I think it's the money issue.
So, well, if you notice that when Bruce turns Hawks out, his hair gets shorter. You know, he has thick, curly hair, kind of. But when he, you know what I mean, he get a tight fade up a little bit.
Right,
you know
that's
what
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Like he get tight. But somebody left a comment on our reaction last night to explain why her hair gets longer. Think of it this way: when she gets hulked out, so does her hair. Though it gets more dense. It gets denser and denser. So if it's dense and heavy, it's going to fall straight. It's not bone straight, it's wavy straight. That's the explanation for her. Now it's different for Hulk. No, it doesn't. Though. But a lot of things don't. Neither one of them are exactly the same. That's why he's hitting her with the whoa, hit her with the horse. Did you just do me like a horse? Like their experiences have been totally different. Whether it's weird and just good for TV or not, they're not the same. She completely can control her going in and out damn near immediately. Yeah, you know, she's not as strong.
I kind of wasn't feeling that.
It's weird.
I know of it, how she can just control it. So like naturally, without even really having to train for that. Like I was like, come on, fam. Like I mean, but like it the little thing just having like a pass. You know,
I mean, you broke up a little bit there. What was your last line?
Catch.
Oh, my bad. I was just saying, like Bruce said, like those are the little things that just kind of bother me a little bit.
I get it. I mean, I try not to, get too much into it or complain about it, just because I don't know what they did with her in the comics at all. I have no idea how her origin in the comics, other than she had a blood transfusion. So I really don't know. I'm glad they did it so the show can, hurry up. We don't have to worry about this for 3 episodes. Just get it over with and let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
We're not here for your origin anyways. We're here for you to smash it and do lawyer things and bring Daredevil to us. You know what I mean? Like, that's what we're here for.
Yeah, that's what I want. I need the Daredevil. I need Daredevil.
Oh, man.
We need to get to it.
So another thing that she does in the show real quick is she breaks the fourth wall, just like Deadpool. Do you think that's kind of them setting up the stage for them two to clash, not necessarily fight, but just be on screen together in future films? Is it something you think should and will happen?
That's a great question. I don't know if it necessarily will happen, but I wish it would. I just don't know if that's going to be too many Hulks for one Hulk movie.
Yeah, I don't know. A lot of breaking the fourth wall.
Team up.
And is there an actual explanation for it? Like breaking the fourth wall? Is there?
It's just them.
It's just
them. Just kind of like just knowing that they're in a movie script, they're in a comic book. I mean, one of my guys sent me, self-aware. Just an educated response. My guy has sent me a picture of all the characters in MCU that She-Hulk has had relationships with, and actually at the bottom, the last row was her and Deadpool. So I didn't even know that. So I mean, I don't know if the MCU was going to do relationships. I mean, they did Wanda and the Vision for a little bit, but both known to break the fourth wall and stuff. I mean, it could be, or it could just be, since her character is a little more kooky, outspoken. To me, that's what it more is anyway. She's, all the stuff that Bruce is falling back from. She's going towards it. I don't want to be a hero. I want to continue to do my job. I'm upset about this. So to me, it's just more of like, that's her getting her opinion across, or more of just her individuality on how much more different she is from Bruce. That's what that's how I take it. But I mean, the thing is, if they bring in her in Deadpool, that means she's gonna get bloody. So I'm with it, you know what I mean? Because Deadpool's not getting, you know what I mean? There's blood, guts, and if they back to back, she gonna be, I'm with that. So I mean, if you can do that, shoot, let's do that.
Yeah, them back to back, giving all the smoke would be something special to be on.
It would quietly.
It would be, you know. Yeah, I don't really have much more, to be honest. I'll get into some burning questions, I guess, if you guys have any going forward to our next episode or further in the series. Other than Daredevil, is there anything else that we're looking forward to seeing or hoping we see? Me personally, I want a conclusion to the Sakaar ship. I need to figure out what that absolutely is. Y'all can't leave the series without touching on that.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
That's number one for me. Numero uno.
Daredevil. There was rumors of Benjamin Grimm showing up. So if the thing really does pop up, you know what I mean? That'll be a top 3 for me. There's supposed to be rumors of a lot of cameos. So just who all is going to pop up. You know what I mean? It's cool that we got a whole episode with Bruce. We all know Daredevil's eventually coming. So just who's going to be popping in and out. So, you know, when they're going to officially add her to the Avengers, because I know that's coming. She's probably going to be the new muscle of the Avengers now, but
probably. Ooh, that's another thing. Oh, I'm glad you even said that. So I also heard another rumor
Bruce with the red pill.
This taps on right to where he's talking about, though.
You wouldn't get that with
What'd you say?
You wouldn't get that with my twin brother. Just a flashback to what I was saying earlier. The quick versions.
Yeah, crazy.
Bruce with the callback.
I'm messing the flow up.
No,
you know, I'm not even intoxicated.
Bruce is like, which one? You want the red or the blue?
The rumor I was thinking about, I heard earlier, was Armor Wars is supposed to be the introduction of the West Coast Avengers. And I believe that She-Hulk is involved with the West Coast Avengers, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know what that lineup is supposed to look like, so I'm not going to try to guess it.
I can't remember everything, but I know Wonder Man is a member
Hercules.
of the.
Yeah, that's supposed to come out.
And one day announced.
I thought Kathy Lang too.
So there's a Wonder Man Disney movie coming, so that makes even more sense now.
Right. Yeah. So for you to say that she's going to be on the team, of course, but maybe that team specifically moving forward. And how many Avengers teams are we going to have?
That's all I'm saying.
Like West Coast, Young, OG. I don't know what else you can. I have no idea. 3 different sets of Avengers is going to be.
They're going to be like the G League. They have the Elite and
I know, right?
The team, the Redeem team,
right?
They got US teams.
There's a lot.
I cannot.
Then you got the Thunderbolts who are going to be trying to put their team together. Possibly the Dark Avengers. You know, like
Fantastic Four coming. So there's a lot of spots. And you got the the coalition out there ready to save the day too.
Man. The coalition definitely coming through. You know what I mean? Like,
Coalition. Shout out to Coalition.
Right. Shout out to the list.
If you know, you know.
It's coming. Yeah. Guys, I really don't have much more. Do you guys have any things you want to see moving forward before we get out of here?
No. Besides Henry Cavill as a MCU villain, no. Nothing else. That's it. That's all I want to see. That's all I want.
She done brought it back.
That's all she
wants.
But really, Taylor Day, Taylor, question for you. With you being a fan, liking his looks, would it take away from how you feel about him like that if he was a villain? Or would that still make him, that would take away from his mystique, his whatever to you. It would just make it even better.
Are
or
we
whatnot
talking
to you.
about him, like him as an actor, or like?
Hey, hold up, time out real quick before you answer this. Is there another female in the house? Because I swear I heard Taylor's mind get read out loud. It's gonna make him sexier. Did you say that, Taylor? I swear somebody said that on my mama.
Nah, man, you probably heard Tasha in the background.
Oh, okay, that makes sense now. I'm like,
but I ain't know she used to talk about Thor. She ain't never.
That's my X-Men. That's my XG.
I don't want to say. I read
Throw
her
in my
mind
voice.
real quick. I wasn't tripping. Okay.
No,
sure.
I don't think it's gonna make him sexier or less sexy. Like he's attractive, but like in real life, I'm not really like thirsting for Henry Cavill. I just think that like aesthetically, it's like he's attractive and he's a great actor. So he'd be like a very compelling villain. But it's not like no, give me Henry Cavill. Like no,
right.
Actually, my jam.
Yeah, that reminds me. I'm gonna get you, sucker.
Exactly.
You said I'm gonna get you, sucker.
That's what I thought of too. Right.
And he's also gonna be the new
and these legs they ain't real either.
She popped that wig off and everything.
My aren't really great. Sorry.
He's
oh man,
I'm drawing a blank. He's the new Highlander in the Highlander reboot too.
Oh really?
Oh
yeah. Which I mean, it ain't far from Witcher though. You know what I mean? But yeah.
I still.
So, I hope it's dope too.
He active right now.
He's working.
Yeah, he active. He up there. He active like Wong. He active like Wong's.
Man,
speaking of Wong,
we can't have the dude. We can't have the dude to play Raiden being Highlander no more. You know what I'm saying? We got to retire him officially.
I don't even remember.
London.
I can't remember.
Like London. Oh,
I can't remember.
It could have been. I can't. I
still got
watched like 3 of them Highlanders.
We're showing our age now.
Yeah, fact.
Got the Mario Van Peebles one when he popped up in that boy. I don't know if you remember that one.
I don't remember.
I do remember that though. That's like Blade 2 almost. When Mario,
but it's better though. Blade 2 was much better though.
Oh, Blade 2 was killer.
And he's standing on that too. Believe that. He is.
Yeah. Van Peebles was good, but it ain't got nothing on that Blade Deuce.
Most definitely.
You got Blade tatted on you?
Yeah. He's on my right calf. He's one of them.
I thought he was there somewhere. All right, man. Well, I don't really have much more to say than that, y'all. I'm excited for episode 2. What's up?
No comments today? No comments today?
No, there really wasn't though. To be honest, we've had people trickling in and out, but nobody putting comments out there. So I don't know where everybody at, but it's all good. We're here talking. So yeah, I don't really have much more though, man. I'm excited for episode 2 though. I feel like we're going to get more lawyer talk this go around, but we'll see what the show is going to be really about. The first one was to reel us in. Right. Now we're going to find out what this show is really about coming up. So I'm excited.
I got one thing. I got one thing about the movie. This might fall back into the first episode might fall into the spoilers, but we already spoke on that.
Oh yeah.
When he put her into that glass chamber thing, and them blades started coming out. Like, what do you expect? What was you thinking he was expecting? Because obviously he didn't think that she was going to hawk out and break out of there. What do you think he was expecting to see from her? You know what I mean?
That's what he was wanting. Because he said it's anger and fear that triggers the Hulk transformation.
Because he did say that almost like right before.
But then when she busted out, he was like, whoa, hey. So that's what was making me think that maybe he didn't.
Thought like she could just stop it and not like bust out the whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
He just didn't know the extent of her strength. And
he thought it was going to be she was going to react, more delicate. Okay.
Yeah. That's what I think,
That's why she's a goon, man.
Yeah, she thugged that one out for real. But
no doubt.
I don't know what he was thinking, to be honest. You think he'd be smarter than that. If she could stop those blades, I'm pretty sure you could rip that door off.
I mean, I would think.
She pushed it all the way back.
Yeah, threw it to the side. He was like,
estimating.
I was like, just wasted. So yeah.
He was mad shook too when she broke out too. He was super shook.
Wait, last thing. Are we going to talk about Steve Rogers?
Oh Lord, I forgot. First, let me say this. I didn't really know this was a thing. Like people was really wondering if he was a virgin or not. So it was funny to hear him talking about it just because it's Steve in general. But I didn't know this was such a big thing. I watched many reactions, and every person that heard that part was like, "Oh, like I've been wondering this." I'm like, "Damn, never really crossed my mind like this." But has that been a thing for y'all? Did y'all was like the conundrum has been solved? Is that something?
No, that never crossed my mind.
Steve never crossed my brain at all.
I got my own sex life to be worried about. But absolutely. I wouldn't mind seeing what that sex life would be like on Super Serum. But that's a whole nother story though.
Blowing backs truly out. Like back be completely bucked.
Yeah,
welcome to Disney
that wouldn't even be cool. Right, I know, right?
Would have put Peggy in the ground for real.
Oh
my grandmama might be watching this. Y'all better chill out.
my bad, grandma. Hey, didn't you say you had a something from one of the pop stars you wanted to watch or something like that?
What'd you say?
Did you say at the beginning there was some Easter egg or something that you wanted to discuss?
Originally, I was going to just play through the new rock stars. Like, you know, they do that breakdowns. I was like, man, that might be just too much for today.
Okay. All right.
Be too much.
Yeah.
But I did one. I haven't watched it yet, and I do want to. Because I know we miss so much.
I'm looking at the comments.
Hold on. Uh-oh. Let me see.
We got two adults.
And my daughter is watching. Listen, see what y'all done did? Wow. Y'all done corrupted.
I take that back. Peggy Carter would have been. She would have had her Bible in her hand.
That guy.
She would have put some money in the plate when Steve Rogers came back.
That's all right.
Steve Rogers would have had a white glove on. Like,
sorry.
If anything, like getting us back on track. If anything, I feel like them like constantly bringing up Steve is just to like still have like Captain America or Steve in the conversation because Chris won't come back. They're like, Chris won't come back. We'll just keep mentioning him and mentioning him and mentioning him.
Yeah, we need Cap.
Crushing my dreams. Quit crushing my dreams over here.
He's not doing it.
I mean, if he doesn't come back
juice right now
as like a Hydra, whatever, like Anton mentioned, I don't want him to come back. If he don't come back, he don't need to come back.
He will come back as was it Johnny Blaze or whatever?
He better not do that.
Yeah. He will come back as that character in Secret Wars before he comes back.
Y'all said something to me about throwing tomato cans.
I'd rather see. I hope Doom kills him like off top.
Real.
Oh my god.
He just be
his head off, Doom.
As soon as the credits, we don't want that. We don't want that.
If anything, it would be funny if Deadpool did it, and they're like, "Nope,
that would be even better." Like
all the duplicates.
If he grabbed a hacksaw and just ended it,
I'd
be cool with
that.
You just show up, and then it's like boom, and it's Deadpool who just like
Deadpool Jim.
And he's like, "Nope,
I'd rather see that.
The only one she was Captain America." And then they keep going.
Man, I'd rather see Jake Roberts as Johnny Blaze.
Yeah, that Jake the Snake.
Not Jake. DDT. Just come out DDT and everybody.
DDT.
Put that man in the suit.
Dirty.
They have Damien flying with Damien in his arm, man.
That's some straight comedy.
Straight. Okay, so we're done pretty much talking about She-Hulk. We're about to get out of here. I do got one question for you guys. Are y'all Lord of the Rings watchers? Anybody seen like all the movies? You big into
Not every single one, but the first three.
I've seen every single one.
I was a big fan when it
stand. I'm a stand of that.
Okay.
You trying to review it? I'm there.
Well, I'm asking because I need to figure out what I need to watch.
Jamal ready to crossplay.
I know. Oh, wow. You come out with the joints, the fake prosthetic ears and stuff. And all
right.
that.
You gonna have them hobbit feet?
Right. Feet be all big, man. You know what I'm saying? Have the Gandalf stick. I mean, I'm ready for that, man.
But the new series Rings of Power is coming out. If it's not already out, it's coming very soon.
It's not out
yet.
Yeah,
like September 2nd, I think.
Okay.
Is when it drops. I think it's September the 2nd is when it drops.
Okay.
I know tonight that Game of Thrones prequel came out tonight, I believe.
Okay. Yep.
But I
never watched that.
Yeah, I got to catch up. I'm waiting.
That's a beast too. That's a beast too.
I want to watch Rings of Power. That's what I want to watch, but I need to know what I need to watch before I see.
Oh man, you well, actually, you may not need to watch anything because this is the prequel.
Nah, it's not that many rings.
Yeah, it's only like 3 movies.
Yeah,
and it's 2 Hobbit movies.
Right, and the Rings of Power is a prequel.
2 Hobbit movies? I thought there were like.
That's it. No, it was 3. It was 3 Hobbit movies.
Oh, it's 3.
3. Because the Battle Armies was the last one, and then you have the small joint was the second one, and then the first one was the Journey, the Hobbit Journey. Was the first one. Yeah. Yeah. You don't need to watch them.
I was about to say so
because it's prequel. So actually, this would be good to watch this one first because it's prequel.
Okay.
The Rings of Power is prequel.
That makes me feel better. I do want to talk about it and cover it.
You have a lot to watch if this was like the post.
It's a dope trilogy though.
It's a dope.
Yeah, I've heard the trilogy was ill, and I wanted to watch that, but I didn't. Oh, I've heard different things about the Hobbit.
It's long though. You gotta have.
Yeah, they 3-hour joints. For real.
Godfather.
The Hobbit one was not as good though as like the Lord of the Rings joint though. I will say that. At least the third one. I didn't like the last Hobbit.
Okay.
I don't even remember the third one. I got the first 2.
Real hot. The first 2 was dope.
I don't remember the third joint.
Even the second one flipped into a video game, man. They used one of the characters out of the second one to a video game.
Shadow of Mordor? Or are you talking about
the Shadow of Mordor with the
Middle Earth?
Terry, I think something like that is what it was called. Something Terriel, but she was a character in the second Hobbit. She's technically not a character in the book, but she was a character for the movie.
Yeah, I don't know anything about none of them. I haven't watched Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings.
Oh,
yeah, I never watched the Potters.
I never seen those.
The Potters
I haven't seen Pirates of the Caribbean, Caribbean. I haven't seen none of those.
Dang, what's wrong with you?
We could really have some conversations on Simply Marvelous if y'all was on the Potters and.
I'm gonna watch them.
I ain't watched all the Pirates of the Caribbean though. I've only seen like 3 of them. It's about 6 of those, ain't it, Taylor?
Yeah.
It started getting stupid to me after a while.
Yes, it did. By 3, it was stupid to me.
Yeah, it was like the last one I peeped, man. Once they got rid of like Barbosa, he was my guy. I was like, I'm good.
But he came back though.
Man. Plus, Jack Sparrow reminded me of my uncle. He kept the bottle in his hand. He had the rum, walking around with the rum, like he went hard for the drink.
Oh wow! I'm about to check. So, well, you see, Taylor, you did say you watched Lord of the Rings too.
Yeah, I got the first 3 I watched. I haven't watched any of the Desolation of Smog or any of the Hobbit ones. I haven't watched any of those.
That's kind of like squeezed. Actually, that story took place before the Lord of the Rings trilogy, the initial, after the prequel. What's coming out now, the Rings of Power is technically the prequel.
Okay.
Prequel.
The Hobbit took place after that, way after that.
I love how they're doing everything in reverse order.
They're doing everything in reverse order. Yep.
Well, do y'all want to maybe review Rings of Power as it comes out? Just do a show a week, possibly, or just cover it in general.
I'm definitely down.
Sounds Gucci Mane.
Okay.
What is that coming on? Is that Hulu?
I think that's
Amazon.
Amazon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, that's all I really have. That's all I have for you guys today.
Comes on Dion's channel.
What do you say? It come on what channel?
Come on Dion's channel.
Dion.
Yeah.
Hold on. You didn't. I didn't catch it though.
No, saying it's come on Amazon Prime. I said come on Dion.
Oh, okay.
Channel.
Man, at Jackson State. That's it.
Right.
At Jackson State.
They're supposed to have Jackson State on Prime though, which is hilarious.
For real?
Mm-hmm.
Like for what? Like their games will be broadcast?
Yeah, some of their games will be broadcasted on Amazon Prime.
That is ill. Yeah. God, he done did so much for that program already.
Man, killing it there. Shout out to Prime Time.
Yeah, shout out to the Neon Dion for sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all. Well, if y'all still watching us, we went off the rails a little bit, but you come to expect that from us. So if you hear, it's because you love that we do that. So we're probably going to continue to do that because we can't help it. I'm just saying. But I appreciate y'all watching. Good to see you here with us, Taylor Day. You make the show so much better.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
I appreciate my brothers for showing up for me again. I appreciate y'all.
Appreciate the invite. Absolutely.
Indeed. Everybody keep go and watch this man Jamar's show, Fresh Out. They're killing it over there. Interviews, definitely current topics. And if you love hip hop, they got you covered for sure.
Hip hop, you don't. Okay, guys, I heard real quick. This is hip hop related. So I heard that there was supposed to be an album between Outkast and a Tribe Called Quest.
You BS.
It's gonna be called A Tribe Called Cast, but then what's his face passed away. And Andre 3000 said this at his funeral.
Oh my gosh.
If that was the case, it might have been maybe the GOAT album. If them dudes would have combined and made an album, I don't see how that would have been nothing but flame.
I never heard that. I know.
I ain't heard that one either. Now you're gonna have me doing some research now.
Do that research. Find the video. I saw the video. I saw it come out his mouth.
I know they was trying to do when they first started the season, what they was calling season 2 of Versus. Tribe versus Outkast is one of the first ones that they was trying to do.
Was supposed to be. Yep.
Yeah, they were saying Dre and his anxieties was having too much issues, and he said something about Q-Tip was bugging, asking a lot of questions or whatever. But yeah, that would have been pretty serious, man.
Yeah, that was a very heavy topic too on social media, like for at least a month. Like who would win that versus? Like it was, it was something like I think the final vote was something like 55 to 45 or something like Tribe. I mean,
that was Tribe for real.
Yeah, but it was like mad votes on there though. I mean, you know,
I get it. I mean, everybody got the I'm going with Cash.
But yeah, it would have been great though, regardless.
Dude, like that's so hard to call, man. I can't.
They both got equally the same amount of like classic albums. Like the album, they both have the exact same amount, pretty much.
Yeah, it's hard to call. I mean, I probably lean like when we talk about culture impacting. I mean, definitely Outkast probably has them there. But to me, the bag is probably about the same, though. Like when you just look at their bag and you shuffle them up and you just throw songs on the table, you're going to get the same amount of heavy hitters. Just Outkast got those culture bangers, though. You know, the Elevators, the Southern Playalistic type stuff. Even though Award Tour was still up there, too.
Cass has got more eras. Cass got the 90s era and the 2000s. So they can, you know what I mean? The listener
and they can hit you with the Love Below, which was classic, which is technically 2 solo albums, but they can still hit you with it's still an Outkast album though, the Love Below.
You gotta be hip hop to be on that Tribe though. Cass, everybody got period. It's just everybody. Your grandmama probably know a Cass joint. For real. You know what I mean? Sorry. You know what I mean? She probably know that joint. Or at least heard it before, so it's tough. I'll go
even the very first song on Southern Playalistic, like somebody's grandmama probably know has jammed that before or heard it at a barbecue. I guarantee you.
But who do you say is better? Is it the student or the teacher? because we all know where Cass is kind of cut from. They cut from that tribe. So it's kind of your perspective on
man. That's one that'd be hard for me to vote for. It'd be hard for me to say one or the other.
I'm going with
I would love to see it.
Yeah, Cass.
I can see it either way though. Like easily see either way.
It
depends on it.
In fact, I don't think there's a 2-man group that can beat Outkast. Period.
Not a 2-man group. Hell no.
You need a Wu-Tang. You need a Tang. You need a Wu-Tang. You need a Tang.
If they was to do Wu, they should do organize. They should do the whole Dungeon family. The Dungeon family versus Wu.
It'd be very competitive.
It'd be very competitive.
Very competitive.
Dungeon family versus Wu. When you got Goody Mob joints in there too, sprinkled.
Cool Breeze. You got Cool Breeze. You got so on. Man.
The Witch Doctor.
It's a real comp. But we ain't gonna stay on this too long, y'all.
We ain't.
We done messed around. We'll go 3 hours just talking about this battle. You know this. We will.
Right.
It's your fault, Taylor, though.
It is your fault, Taylor. I thought we was about to skedaddle and Taylor. But speaking of,
I was trying to drop a nice little nugget for us to leave.
You can't leave that type of nugget.
Nah, not that type of nugget. That's not a nugget. That's a filet mignon.
Y'all think that over to your show, Jamar. I'm just here to help.
Yeah,
you just dropped a piece of my childhood in front of us. Like, what you gonna do?
Like wild dogs dropping a piece of meat on the plate. Dropping just a little bit of meat on the bone in front of the dogs.
Anyway,
word up.
All right, y'all, let's get out of here. Appreciate everyone who's watched. Please go to the channel and subscribe. Hit that like button. Watch some of our old videos. Show support to the Fresh Out Boys. Killing it over there. We're going to get Bruce up here because, listen, Bruce has a lot to say. This show is not going to contain him forever. Trust me on this. Bruce is going to come with his own show, and y'all going to.
He needs it, man. He needs it.
I promise you. Taylor, we here to work. Whenever you available, let's get it. Working hard up in that
produce.
Right. Killing it. All right, y'all. Well, appreciate y'all once again. This is Simply Marvelous. I'm Anton with my co-host, Taylor Day, the 8th day of the week. Got brother Jamar. Let's say, hold on, below me.
Right
and then we got, hold on, can I get it? A diagonal? Hold on. How we do this? Get my camera right. Down there is Bruce. I was trying to get my orientation right. Hold on. Down there.
Don't re-hurt that thumb or whatever.
Nah. That thumb is good.
I almost broke my thumb trying to get over there.
All right.
Appreciate
everyone. Simply Marvelous. We up out of here.
Peace.
Salute.
Peace.